Vikings, huge bearded warriors, storming the coasts of Europe, swords in hand, hungry for gold and glory. But what if I told you their biggest treasure wasn't gold or silver, but food? Yeah, really. Let's dive into the shocking story of how the Vikings and the Islamic world, two cultures you'd never expect to meet, ended up sharing more than just battle scars. Now, the Vikings were masters of the sea. Their long ships sliced through icy waters, not just for raiding, but for trading. They reached all the way from Scandinavia to what's now Russia, and even down to the rich markets of the Islamic world. And those markets? Oh, they were packed with exotic spices, sweet dates, goods the Norse had never even dreamed of. Imagine a Viking chieftain biting into a date for the first time, sticky, sweet, nothing like the salted fish back home. Or a merchant in Baghdad unwrapping bundles of dried cod from the cold north, wondering how on earth people survived on this stuff. But here's the wild part. These foods didn't just stay in the markets. They started to change what people actually ate. Vikings brought home spices like cinnamon pepper, turning their bland stews into something way more exciting. Meanwhile, honey, already a favorite in the north, got mixed with new flavors, making mead and desserts that tasted like nothing else in Europe. And it wasn't just about taste. These foods were status symbols. If you could serve pepper at your feast in Norway, you were basically showing off that you had connections all the way to the Middle East. The Islamic world got something out of this too. Dried fish from Scandinavia became a staple for travelers and soldiers, perfect for long journeys. So, while Vikings and Muslims might have clashed swords on the battlefield, their real legacy was on the dinner table. Think about it. Without these ancient trade routes, European food might have stayed bland and boring for centuries. Instead, thanks to this unlikely link between Norse raiders and Muslim merchants, flavors crossed continents, and medieval cuisine got a serious upgrade. So next time you shake a little pepper on your meal or drizzle honey on your toast, remember, you're tasting a history written by warriors, wanderers, merchants, cooks, who connected the world in ways nobody saw coming. History isn't just about battles and kings. Sometimes it's about what's on your plate. And that's the real story of Vikings versus the Islamic world, one bite at a time.